Tonight is a celebration. We're talking about a person who has spent 60 years entertaining the public. Now let's put that into perspective. 60 years ago, Herbert Hoover was the president, and Babe Ruth was the Sultan of SWAT. And the country was in the middle of a Great Depression. Sammy was in a Great Depression of his own. He was 4 and he wasn't a star yet. In 1929, Sammy made his first film with the great Ethel Waters called Rufus Jones for President. Back then, the idea of a black man in the White House was somewhat remote. Booker T. Washington had slept in the White House in 1917 at the invitation of President Wilson. The next black man to sleep in the White House was Sammy Davis Jr. Yes, he did. And it wasn't during a Perry Como concert. It was at the invitation of the President of the United States. And Sammy slept good, too, didn't you, Sammy? He had a deep, all of that was sleeping. And then you slept in Abraham Lincoln's bed, didn't you? Now, even though he's been in the show business for 60 years, Sammy's always stayed one step ahead of what's happening. Sammy was hip when the rest of the world was hip. And he was bad before bad was, good. And when everybody else was getting down, Sammy was getting up. I tell you, he slept very well there. Sammy's always had an eye for talent, and no pun intended. And here's a talent he's had an eye for. Hey, come on. Hey, stop it. Stop it. Stop that. Here's a talent he's had an eye for a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Miss Whitney Houston.
Thank you. Mr. Davis, I'd like to do a song that I have sung many times all over the world. The lyrics mean a great deal to me, but on this occasion, they seem even more appropriate. Each day I live, I want to be a day to give the best of me. I'm only one, but not alone. My finest day is yet unknown. I broke my heart for every gain to taste the sweet. Oh, I face the pain. I rise and fall, yet through it all, this much remains. I want one moment in time when I'm more than I thought I could be. When all of my dreams are a heartbeat away, and the answers are all up to me. Give me one moment in time when I'm racing with destiny, and in that one moment of time, I will feel eternity. I've lived to be the very best. I want it all, no time for less. I've laid the plans, now lay the chance here in my hand. I want one moment in time when I'm more than I thought I could be. When all of my dreams are
About show business and all of that. I was just out with my family. I didn't learn about show business until, I'd say, till I was about 6 or 7, that I was in a business. I thought it was just fun. So I started when I was 3. I won my amateur contest, and right after that, my dad and Will Maston put me in the act of singing, "I'll Be Glad When You're Dead, You Rascal You." I never went to grade school. I never went to any kind of school at all. We stayed at the black hotels, ate in the black restaurants, socialized with the other blacks within that community, because it was part of belonging and feeling comfortable, and also part of the legal structure. But then I went into the Army. I was 17 at the time. I was in the first integrated group of infantrymen, and they had never seen a black man do Jimmy Cagney or Jimmy Stewart or any of the popular guys. So I started doing it in the Army when I got with this integrated group. The white guys would laugh and the black guys would look at me like this. When I got out of the Army, the first night we were working at a place called Shep's Playhouse. At the opening night, I step up and I say, "Thank you very much. It's nice to be out of the Army. I got something and my dad and uncle don't know that I can do. We talked about it, but I never got a chance to do it for them. I'm going to do it for you nice folks tonight." I got up to the microphone and I said, "How about Jimmy Stewart?" You know, well, gee whiz, I'd really like to say that it really is a pleasure to be back among my own folk. And well, they went, rah! We got off the stage, people were standing. We got into the dressing room, my father said, "If you ever do that again, I'm gonna kill you."
But he did do it again. And as he got bolder and better, his reputation as a world-class entertainer continued to increase. Surely the gods were smiling on him until one night, driving from Las Vegas to Los Angeles, the smiles vanished. In a flaming automobile accident, Sammy lost an eye.
Gee,
Judy, all you only live for your love and your kids. And furthermore,
But with his flair for theatrical, he converted his misfortune into a stylish prop. He wore the patch for almost a year until a trusted friend convinced him to get rid of it forever. The friend was Frank Sinatra. Frank made Sammy part of his extended family, which included Dean Martin, Joey Bishop, and Peter Lawford. And together, the Rat Pack gave performances in Las Vegas that are talked about to this day.
We are also delighted to have in our audience the brightest man in the political world in this country or any other country today, Senator John Kennedy from the great state of Massachusetts. Yeah, Jack. Follow that, Joey.
You son of a gun, you got the Jewish vote.
I knew that, but I couldn't say it.
What was his last name again?
Their success only added to Sammy's solo career.
if I get a hit record or I get a good movie, that's gravy. My main suit is concerts, nightclubs, going on around the world entertaining, being a variety artist. That's what I am.
I knew a man, Bojangles, and he danced for you. In worn-out shoes, silver hair, ragged shirt, and baggy pants.
Bojangles is special because I hated the song, because I was afraid to do it, because that's my fear, that I'll wind up like Bojangles.
He could jump so high, man, he could jump real high, and then he'd lightly touch down.
When I do that number, some nights I get so hung up in it. One night in Vegas, I said, oh my God,
Well, I was
that's me. I'm projected. That's how I'll be when I'm 70 years old, man. I'll still be working. I'll be working little joints. And I'll talk about what I used to be. And that'll be the end of it.
talked of life, talked of life, laughed, slapped his leg a step. He said I dance now at every chance. Honky tonks for my drinks and chips. Most of the time I spends behind the county bars. You see, son, I drinks a bit.
That man, that culmination of different black performers, minstrels that I've known, performers who got hooked on junk, who got wiped out by alcohol, got wiped out by a changing of times. I've seen them disappear, great dancers.
That's Mr. Bojangles. Call me Mr. Bojangles. Mr. Bojangles, I come back and dance, 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 dance.
You can't please everybody, you know, but you please the majority, and don't ever let them say, gee, I didn't like the performance. That doesn't mean everybody's going to like what you're doing, but at least they'll be able to say, he performed for me, man. He gave his all.
Damn that man.